Here I am again. I was on a triple yesterday, so it feels like back in the day. Rest assured, one of me today and a double whammy from Kaus. You got Kaus on the noon and the 4. I'm here with my act today on Monday the 13th of June because when I go over there at 8 a.m, the sun is just there, so I'm thinking the act will just stop the squintage going on when I'm over there, 'cause it's a bit early for sunglasses. Anyway, it's another beautiful morning. Beautiful morning. Really blue, and the wind is on the go low. But it's been like this for the past couple of mornings as well, and the wind tends to escalate as the day goes on. There's something going on in this tree today. There's a bit of shenanigans, so maybe some disagreements going on in the tree. There's much fluttering and crashing around every now and again. It sounds like something's going to fall out of the tree. There's something in there. The yoga block precariously on the mat covers the hair. Now that's the other thing, Doris. It's a kind of hair control strategy. It's a good thing about hats. Anyway, all right, Doris, morning. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the wave, Miss P. I can see my countering up. Chilly start, Margaret in York. It's just chilly here, but I'm hoping it's gonna be all right. Clebs is in. All right, Kaus. Kaus is on a double whammy today. I was just telling everyone that you'd be in for the noon and the 4, Clebs. Kaus, I'm guessing we're going to get a full update on football tournament in the noon. Are we? Do you want to give us any just little snippets in the comments now? Just to, wet our whistle. Wet our whistle for the real deal story. Collector, how's it going in Liverpool with the WI meeting, Sheila? How long are you up there for? Is it like a conference? Are you there all week? I'm going to swelter later, DS. Oh, I'm without a car at the minute, so I can't get to the water for some swimmage. I'm over at Mum's later, so I might see if she wants to crowbar in a bit of a trip to Hailing, maybe. I'm getting anxious. I haven't been in the water for a bit, so yeah, getting a bit anxious. Not really, just missing the scene. How you feeling, DS? Feeling tired this morning. Full update of all the events of the day. Now, it's good that you're here, Kaus. That means that you're not in A&E with any of your body parts or anyone else's. So please tell me that was the case throughout the weekend. Give the trunks a miss, Super G. Yes, indeed. Just maybe just a little bit more active postures in and out, and miss out the bends and the twists today. Given your headline of this morning to me just now, dry but cold in Chesterfield. All right, Margaret. Sightseeing today in Liverpool. Not sunburnt either. This is always good. Super G. Jane's in. Nice to see you. Now, okay. Oh, Ian, morning. I'm so pleased to see you. All right, Ian. Come on in. The water's lovely. Nothing's changed much, Ian. The air's grown a bit, and I'm wearing a hat today because it's a bit sunny. So, just great to see you, Ian. Supercharging, Dawn. Have you tried wiggling the plug and plugging in somewhere else on that charge? Maybe change the wire. Thanks for that. Do you know, my Jackson 5 song this morning, Mojo Tune, seems to have done the trick. I can say hello to Ian, I can say hello to Jane, all the regulars are in, dealing with G Bolton. Come on folks, it's the morning get to go. Dawn, Dave, Kaus and I just spent our usual huddle around WhatsApp last night, sorting out what's going on this week. So you get a bit of Dave towards the end of the week. Get me and Kaus this week. We're all in the mix, and I think round about Sunday, you get one from each of us. You know, well, like Cagney and Lacey, cover each other. Yeah, we've all been. We all have, haven't we, Klebs? Right. Last final minutes of the preamble. Hat ready, yoga block ready to remove, and when I stand up and go over there, it will reveal the full colour of the sky. I think because I'm kind of blocking maybe the camera hole here, you get the sky a bit white, but all is about to be revealed. 5, 6, 7, 8. Next tell me. Later life training. Ready for the blue sky. Cue the ELO tune. Ready? Sit stand options. You know what to do. There it is. Look at that. It's blue. Blue in West Sussex. Matches with the sweatshirt. Okay, standing prompts, and the sun's right about there, so the peak is doing the job. Have a balcony close to hand or something similar. Even weight, just take a couple of extra moments to set up your best possible upright posture. Do you want the support to the side and slightly in front, or do you want it in front here? Get going, innit? Get the get-go on the go. There you go, that's it. So you might want to just do bottom end, keep it ticking over. Have a glance down occasionally to check that you're maintaining that little gap between the feet. This will majorly affect how steady you feel in stand. So just check that it doesn't start to edge a bit closer together. Keep your uplift, keep your shoulder blades with a bit of a pinch, and then you can start to bring in the other moving parts. So your options in stand, all 4 moving parts, bottom end moving parts, a wider stance, top end moving parts, could be singles, and then of course all of those have the same options with or without support. That's it, it's like a pick and mix. That's your circ boost pick and mix. All of those options. If you pace them right, get the range right, will just have the effect of lightly, gradually lifting the heart rate to a light intensity so that you feel like you can continue it without concern, without too much huff and puff. Carry on stander uppers. Is your sit downers. All of those same principles apply, but we're in a sit position. So there's a couple of things that change. Namely, we got no body weight through legs down, but it is through your buttocks. So active sit, you may or may not want to have a hip walk forward. If you have intention of coming up onto your feet at any time today, put in this hip walk, bring the feet back and down a little bit, check that you're not knee splaying, so just a little bit of that, just to optimise, make the most of this base of support. Then you might even start from the bottom end up or the top end down. No hard and fast rules, it's just principles of movement and what's best for you. That's the most important thing. So mix that up. You might want to be a bit of singles, a bit of 2 arms, explore the diagonal. You say diagonal, I say diagonal. Let's call the whole thing off. Or might have going on the legs there. So either just a bit of toe hinges first, where the feet stay in contact with the floor, and then go for the low lift. The knees stay low. We're not aiming for high knees. We're aiming for smooth, rhythmical, comfortable movements that you are in control of. Mix all that up, and then hey presto, circulation boost has happened into light intensity heart rate, into deeper, bigger breaths, comfortable, doable. Yeah, the breeze is coming now. I told you this would happen. Okay, into the morning moves then, starting with 3 of shoulders and shoulder girdly blades. Raise and lower. You might want hands on thighs if you're in sit. You might just want to relax them here. It's generally arms not involved if you're in stand. They can be wherever you want, and if you want external support, it could be nudging up here, like so. You know, all of those options, and then start to build that into the backward circular movement there. Really take your time on that, folks. Take your time on that backward circular one. It brings in the shoulder blades, your mid and upper spine, all of that. If you're going to be using your arms today, you're going to need that one. There you go. And all of that is happening around an active but comfortable to breathe trunk. Right. Hat moves. Here's the heavy hat moves, starting with side glance, side turn, back to pause here. Now this fingertip touch or this back of hand here just offers extra feedback so you can feel what's going on. So if you start to feel that you turn and you lose contact with a hand, you know it's because you've got a bit of extra lift going on, or if you start to press down into the hand. So it's just clues about what you're trying to achieve. And the head moves in lots of different, the neck moves in lots of different directions, of course. But we're just focusing and concentrating on that controlled, comfortable left to right turn, a really fundamental one for daily life. Shifting and moving the head, looking over your corner, sits, crossing the road. Driving, if you drive, we need a freely moving neck, and it's probably an area where we get a few niggles niggles and stiff bits, especially first thing in the morning. So take your time on that. The posture position is really going to contribute to the success of that one. Third movement at the top end is this one. It's your retracting peak move. There, I've given it a new name today. Retracting peaks, if you're wearing an act, is there. Double chin win-win, as we usually call it. Let me turn sideways on my yoga block so you can see what's going on here. It's really the cherry on the top of the healthy cake here, there. There's your peak of attraction. So again, it's one of those other moves of the neck and the head, and it really just helps to adjust and position the head in a better position for posture. Got to add the hat on. Posture and balance. So we tend to get a bit chin pokey if we're bending forwards and flex forward in our day. Looking at phones, looking at devices, all those kinds of things. So just all of that. There's the posture, there's the shoulder back roll, and there's that little bit of peak retract on top. Now we're ready for second round circ boost. Pick up your position, pick it up where you left off. Doesn't go anywhere, this circ boost, we just get it done. You might want to just kind of mix it up, top end, bottom end. If you feel that you've started to move a bit more freely, you've got a sense of how your balance is today, so you know how you want to use this external support. You might want to every now and then play around with ranges of motion, maybe some diagonal moves, but keep it non-complex. The circulation boosting effect will come from the rhythmical, consistent kind of activity. So don't make it too complex or too fancy. It just does what it says on the tin. It boosts the circulation, invigorates us, gets us ready for the day, activates your supporting parts, gets your key moving parts ready for your life today. Okay, trunky ones, here we go. If you're in sit, have an extra check that you're not here, not in slump, inactive. Start with side bends. Anchor the feet, maybe go a little bit wider if you'd like. Take the bend towards your sweet peas and back to base. Keep it moving, bend and return. So we're not staying down there, and this is quite significant. So over time you'll feel confident to move in and out, down and up. Use arms of chairs if that helps to assist you back to base. You might want to take an extra pause after each of those. The lift and extend is part of the bend. I said this yesterday, it's kind of stuck. And if you just think, you're just kind of getting your bony bits of your spine in the best possible position to make the most of that bend. Back to base. There we go. Over time, if you want to bring in the long arm on that, you'll see that brings it into its kind of application in daily life as we kind of reach and bend down to lower levels. A couple more of those. Slow, slow, slow. This is fast paced. We're not looking for loads and loads and loads of these. It's just making the most of your supporting parts. Here's your standing prompts. Wide E, knees bent, take the bend, and a return. There it is. That all the moving stuff is happening around here. You might want support in front of you here. There you go, bend and return. Here. So that's the bends. Now the turns, bit of turnage now, so the same principles apply. Trunk movements or head movements, create a position, create a base where you can best support that movement, literally this, so fixing at the hips. We talk about keeping the hips still. This is pure, in daily life they will shift and move. Here we're just focusing on making the most of your turny bits in the middle. Pause in the middle each time for these side bends and these trunk turns. Vestibular bits are in between your ears, so just check that you're feeling okay. No dizzy bits, no disorientation. Pause in the middle. You can make these as slow as you need to, and you can sit for your turn. Keep both buttocks firmly into the chair and return. And actually, it's, if you think about the end of your nose and your sternum here, the two corners of the room, the two corners of the blue sky, the movement just takes us to there. That's it. If you think about a line drawing down, that's it there. That's the turn of the middle bit. After that, we're going to get extra shoulder, extra head to complete that kind of chain of movement events that enable us to reach and turn over shoulders, for example. Really slow, just feel your way around these moves. Slow as you like, take rests when you like, 5 maximum in each direction of all of these. And it really is the time of the day where we focus on your moving parts, because you're going to need them in the rest of the day. Third movement of the trunk are the back extensions. So if I take a stepping side move in my chair here. Have I told you about my sweet peas? I can't wait for them to get here and all blooming. It's going to be blooming lovely, I reckon. Okay, here's the back extensions. There, and return. And it really, this middle section of your spine here, it's there and there. Nothing changes around the hips and the pelvis, high up on the sit bones. You might want to go into a full rest, come into active sit, and then that just little, there. We need this kind of movement. For getting comfortable in bed, lying positions need loads of trunk movements. But if you kind of going to lift to higher levels, you get that extra bit of movement from the spine. A couple more of those in sit. Here's your standing options on this. Key things in stand is to check that you're not shifting the weight, that you're not leaning back. You get that in the delicatessen. Here in the movement snack, can you see extra toe grippage, and there it is. And the gaze stays neutral. It might be here if you're comfortable. It might be here, or you might have one on each there. There's the extra squeeze. Now these might feel like small insignificant movements, but they are huge and extremely significant in context of completing activities of daily living, being comfortable with that, and the moving parts, the best moving part from the job is being selected. So we just keep everything moving. Oh, the sun's coming out, look, there's the half of the, that's where the squintage kicks in about there. Third round of circ boost, here we go. I've got a flight of stairs here. I'm going to do an extra bit of circ boost and go down there. Carry on. There you go, extra bit huff and puff. You see, even those few stairs, immediate response from the heart rate and the lungage. More oxygen required, and that's what this circ boost is all about. Last little flurry and sit, if that's your option, and then we're into ankles, feet and toes. Oh, look at that, oh my goodness. Okie dokes, here's your seated options. A couple of options in sit. If you're way back in full back rest supported here, this is where the chair will offer full support on your thigh. Keep the foot as low to the floor as you and then there is your ankle movement. So the ankle movement is a forward press and a back squeeze. Be really specific about this, folks. If you're looking to improve your standing activities and your walking, there's your shin muscles doing the work there to pull the toes up, and there's your press down there. You need this movement for successful walking. Keep the foot as low to the floor as you can, and then put in throughout that some extra toe scrunches as well. You need your toes and your feet for walking. Other options, maybe extra support for the chair. There's the heel and the toe. So there's another way of getting or promoting that point and flex around the ankle. In this option you can feel you've got extra work from the hip. Might not be comfortable in sit position because of the angle, but we do get the complete set of joint stuff. So we get the hips, we get a bit of knee as well on there, look, a little bit of knee. Same on the other side. And then just play around with foot placement in sit, finding the whole of the feet. You could bring in opposite arm to leg on that as well. Keep the chest lifted, so you're kind of bringing in all the trunk support, bit of coordination as well. Play around with those in sit. Your standing options cover the same ground, but because we're on feet now, we've got a balance challenge to consider. So select your option for how you're going to remove that balance challenge by using external support. Get a bit of extra foot, toe hinges going first there, and then go for the ankle moves here. Same on both sides. You might prefer to have the external support to the side of you where you can get more from it. There, it might be like that, for example. And then again, just build that into some deliberate strides. I'm vying for position here. If you've got a big stride, check that the support doesn't end up behind you. That's not going to put the shoulder in the best place. So the support should be able to move with you. So a tabletop or a work surface is kind of here, so that you can slide it across and the shoulder isn't going to be uncomfortable. And then let's finish with a few back tucks, maybe an extra bit of knee bend, maybe a few shirt offs, maybe a few back squeezies. Just have a play around with those moves, maybe some of the ones that we did last week in the noonday. That's it. 17 minutes of your life, and what an investment. Did I go down the stairs and didn't come back up, Jay? Am I still down there? Oh, funny. Right, okay, right, that's me done for today. You've got a double whammy from Clevs today, noon and 4, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Go on, take all of those moves. Happy movements, folks, and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.